Breaking news, J.D. Vance and President Trump have both confirmed that the Iran peace deal may be happening today, right now, inside of the Situation Room, where both of them are hunkered down, getting through the final stages of the peace agreement that will change the world. What will it have in it? Well, we just saw a hat tip for what's about to happen, and it is going to be biblical. Vance says Iran and U.S. are very, very close to a deal. This is the most optimistic he sounded yet.
Terry, if you look at what we've already accomplished here, assuming that we're able to get to a final agreement here, we're reopening the Straits of Hormuz. We've already decimated their conventional military, and we're in a position where we could substantially step back their nuclear program, not just during the term of this president, but over the long term. That's a very, very good thing for the American people. So we're not there yet, but we're very close. We're going to keep on working at it.
Ladies and gentlemen, what does that mean? Well, it means, if you're following the markets, as we have been doing on this program, that the indicators of Brent crude futures, oil futures, which have collapsed by over 11% in the last 5 days. Look at just today. Timber! Look at that. Down to $86 a barrel. You are $20 away per barrel of $2 gasoline. $65 a barrel equals $2 gasoline. It was down to $58 a barrel, and that's where you were getting gas prices that were well below $2 all across the country. Okay, so I'm letting you know, these are the live market numbers for a barrel of oil. What else signals that this is all happening, and it's happening right now? Boats, ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz. There have been dozens of ships, millions of barrels of oil that have passed through the Strait of Hormuz, which is right here. And you can see the traffic. You can see traffic sort of piling up, heading in, heading out. It's being measured and metered, but right now it is moving. You can see ships are actually moving there. Now, if you want to see something really cool, you can see the sort of total shipping highways and lanes all around the globe. Look at the difference in the traffic here in the Gulf of America. I mean, holy guacamole. That is a massive difference, right? Look at the number of ships that are moving in and out. Of course, these are just massive tankers. You can see, it's a good example right there, the size of the tanker. You know what these look like, right? You're talking tens of millions of barrels of oil. 26 vessels passed through the Strait of Hormuz in the last 24 hours. And this is, the media won't tell you this, but this is the same number that have been passing for like the last week. Of course, the stock market is at record highs. Now, skipping up significantly, S&P 500 rise. But what do we get? We got the scoop about what the deal might say, but why go to Axios and talk about what their scoop is when we go straight to the President of the United States, who just sounded off on this, saying he is in the Situation Room right now. Donald Trump just straight up opened the Strait of Hormuz, stopped the blockade, and got rid of Iran's nuclear program. Let's read. Iran must agree that they will never have a nuclear weapon or bomb. The Hormuz Strait must be immediately open. No tolls for unrestricted shipping traffic, both directions. All water mines, bombs, will be terminated or removed through detonation. Numerous such mines with our great underwater minesweepers have already been detonated. Iran will complete the immediate removal and or detonation of any mines that are left. There may be many. Ships caught in the strait due to the amazing and unprecedented naval blockade will now be lifted, may start the process of heading home. Say hello to your wives, husbands, parents, families. From me, your favorite president. The enriched material, sometimes referred to as nuclear dust, which is buried deep underground in the virtually collapsed mountains because of our powerful B-2 bomber attack 11 months ago, sitting on top of it, will be unearthed by the United States, which, it is agreed, is the only country, along with China, with the mechanical capacity of doing so, in close coordination with conjunction with the Islamic Republic of Iran, plus the International Atomic Energy Agency, will be destroyed. No money will be exchanged until further notice. Other items, so far less important, have been agreed to. I am in the meeting now, in the Situation Room, to make the final determination. Thank you for your attention to this matter, says Donald Trump. He says we are about to get a deal. Trump lays out Iran firm demands for final determination. Sounds like an amazing deal to me. This looks like a huge win for President Trump in the U.S. Hearing a senior administration official that this report is true and the U.S. appears to be getting everything that we want. President Trump in Situation Room, making final determination on Iran. Blockade, Strait of Hormuz, nuclear weapons is all in there. There you go. The lion. Now, President Trump says he's meeting in the Situation Room. Tonight, Hegseth told me, we'll see when I pressed him if military action will be the next option.
Secretary Hegseth, do you think Iran is going to have to deal with the guy on Trump's left, as you put it? Do you think a deal could be reached here?
Okay, boring. Trump tweets and the stocks jump. President Trump says he's in the meeting now. We talked through all of these bullet points. Sounds like we're really close. Sounds like a great deal. Anybody saying Iran really wants to make a deal is just lying to you. I hate to say it, but it's obviously true. Okay, so there's obviously the back and forth. They're ping pong balling this thing around. Iran is very close. Iran deal is very close. Agreement with the U.S. in the final stages of ratification of Iran decision. It hasn't been yet made. Senior Iranian source close to Reuters. The political understanding has been reached between Iran and the U.S. It has not been finalized. Okay. Trump, naval blockade will now be lifted. Vice President Vance and Trump both saying that Tehran is very close to making the deal permanent. We've been waiting, and now the oil is flowing. You can see all the signs. We will present them to you directly. We will show you, obviously, the words of the president and the vice president, but then also what the markets are doing, how the markets are behaving. As somebody always knows, look at this. Somebody always knows, up 2% last 5 days. Oil down 10% in the last 5 days. Someone always knows. These people aren't in the business of losing money. Somebody always knows. Yeah. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Will we see a peace deal this weekend? That's my prediction. I believe that that's going to happen. We'll pray for that and pray for peace. It's your boy Benny.